Hey everybody, Tommy Castro here. We're going to talk about songs from my new album, Stompin' Ground, and I'm trying to give you a little insight into the tunes and how they came about, and a little bit about my songwriting process. I write songs about things I feel strongly about. I walk through life and collect ideas, things that hit me a certain way, certain things that grab me from things I'm observing as I go through life. I keep track of these ideas, and when time comes to make a record, I start working out the ideas. Sometimes with another songwriter, sometimes with the band, or sometimes just on my own. In this case, it was a song I worked out on my own. There used to be all these independent businesses in most towns in America, and then stores like Walmart would move into town and just run a bunch of the small businesses or independently owned businesses. Couldn't compete with them and their low prices, these big corporations. And same thing with Guitar Centers, Home Depot. You might have had a lumber yard or some hardware stores in your town, and then Home Depot and Lowe's moved into town, and they can't compete. So they wind up going out of business. Used to have mom and pop music stores where, man, it was cool going into your local music store where you knew the owner of the store. The owner of the store tended to really care about the musicians and the music scene in that town. And I remember when I was a kid, I really wanted this Les Paul that I could not afford and my family couldn't afford. And this Mr. Moyer at Moyer's Music, he knew me from going in that store for years, and he let me buy it on time. I didn't have any credit. I was probably 14 years old. And I signed a little contract with them, and I made a payment every month, paid that guitar off. So I miss the days when things were like that, mom and pop stores and so on. So I started to write a song, kind of a complaining about things, the way things are song, and then I turned it around. I decided to turn it around and make it more about what my life was like before all of that. And I decided to use a technique, a songwriting technique that I sometimes use, where you use imagery to tell a story. Try to paint pictures in the mind of the listener. That's how this song came about. It's called My Old Neighborhood. The air was cold. I used to ride my bike to school Monday morning. Bag lunch in my hand, rain clouds are forming. I see men with lunch pails and coffee start their steel trucks and cars. They had good union jobs. They drank in working man's bars. I go back in my mind to a simpler time. Always knew just where I stood in my old neighborhood. In my old neighborhood. Mom sent me to the corner store for some milk and a pack of bonbons. She gave me $1. Keep the change, son. You can play some pinball. It had penny candy some for a nickel and some for a dime. I get one for my sister and my brother, and you know I'm gonna get mine. I go back in my mind to a simpler time where I always knew where I stood in my old neighborhood. My old neighborhood. Those days are gone. Feel like I don't belong in this world I live in today. Time marches on, but it takes me back home when I hear the music play. Old man Martinez, he ran the local hardware store. Knew everything there was to know about everything in his place and a little more. He took a lot of pride. Everything he sold was made in America. When it came to the price, he would always take good care of you. I go back in my mind to a simpler time where I always knew just where I stood. The world was fine and people were kind in my old neighborhood. In my old neighborhood. Made me feel so good sometimes. Go back in my mind to my old neighborhood. All right, now go ahead and get yourself a copy of Stompin' Ground and hear the full band version. The band did a beautiful job on that track. Be on the lookout for Tommy Castro and the Painkillers coming to your town. All right, everybody. I'll talk to you next time.